Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a minute. I had a busy weekend and just wanted to kind of take a break and reset my palate. I apologize if there's some white noise in the background, fans and stuff, but it is what it is. Let me just turn this just slightly. There we go. There we go. Attaboy, Chadwick. Okay. So Blendmas is all done. We learned quite a bit. We can now absolutely pick out St. James Perique from a blend that it's in. Most of them, anyways, unless it's like really, really minuscule percentage, we can definitely smell it in there. Oddly enough, St. James Perique, it doesn't really taste like it smells, which is kind of a good thing. It's got kind of a, well, if you want to know what it tastes like, go watch the video. But anyways, okay, today I did a thing, and now you guys are going to endure that thing with me. And the thing was, because you guys know that I don't particularly care for Burleys, right? We found that out during Blendmas. So what I did was, I have the least favorite Burley blend that I purchased, which was Dark Burley. And I figured, you know what? Let me play around with it. Let me be creative. Let me see what I can do to church it up, to improve it. And I thought, you know what? Let me try to case it or top it or Cavendish it or whatever. And so that's what I did today. I took the remainder that I had, which is just looks like just shy of an ounce. Yeah, just shy of an ounce. And I put it in a metal strainer on top of a pot of water, and I boiled that water, and that water had some flavorings in it. And I boiled it for I steamed it for probably 20 minutes and took it out, and it was nice and moist and goopy, and it got real dark and smelled real good. And then I dried it on a plate for a couple hours, and then I put it on some parchment paper in the oven and baked it at 200 degrees for about 20 minutes or so to dry it out. And now it's like, I think probably perfect moisture level. It's still, it has some moisture to it, but it's largely dry, not like crispy, crunchy, powdery, but you know, we're going to find out if it's a good moisture level to smoke it or if it's too dry. But anyways, so before, this Dark Burley had kind of a cigarette-y, tobacco-y, not so much a cigar note, not as much cigar note as the White Burley or the Burley Ribbon Cut, but a little tiny bit. And overall, it was just gross. It was hot, it was dry, didn't have a lot of flavor, just like a cigarette. So now it's like the jar note is fire. It smelled so good when I was cooking it earlier, steaming it. It's like nutty and like hazelnut, sweet, like syrup, honey. Yeah, it just smells real good. So anyways, we're gonna smoke a bowl of it in the Rossi Prince. And do I want to put on the, what do you think? Should I do the new stem, or should I keep it raw and go back to the OG stem for the taste test? We're gonna go with the new stem. All right, so let me pack this bad boy up, and we're gonna pack it. We're gonna pack it because it's Burley. We're gonna pack. All right, we're gonna do this. Let's do this. We're gonna pack the first bowl a little tight. Okay, and if that doesn't work, then we'll dump it. We'll pack it looser, and we'll try that. So just gonna drop some in. Just pack it down. Yeah, after it dried, like it didn't turn like black, like normal Cavendish does, because obviously I didn't steam it and cook it for hours, you know, and weeks. But it did turn dark, probably because of the moisture content. And then as soon as it dried out in the oven, it went back to its kind of normal tobacco color. So, all right, here we go. Got this cased, topped, flavored, whatever, Dark Burley. Let's give it a shot. See what it tastes like. If anything, could taste like ass. Hmm. The topping is there. It's light. Give this a much firmer tamp than we normally would. Oh, that was some good cigar. That little last little stale smoke in the pipe. Still dry. Topping is very light. I wonder if I dried it out too much in the oven. I should have left it a little more on the wet side. Truth be told, I got kind of distracted with work. Not that I was doing this while I was working. But I went to go finish something and I got distracted. I'll tell you what though, right out of the gate, it is much more enjoyable than it was early on. Again, the Dark Burley, to me, it was kind of gross. Well, I won't say that it was 100% gross, but it was mostly gross. Like, you know, not all the way dead, but mostly dead. And it was like I wouldn't have smoked it on its own. I really didn't even enjoy it when I tried to create a blend with it. It was still just too burly. And I know some of you guys really like that, and that's great. But that Dark Burley was just, yeah. It's like a cup of decaf in the morning. You know, it's like, why bother, right? Moisture content is good because I did all that talking and it was still an ember. I wonder if some of you super tasters in the server would be able to pick up on what I topped it with or steamed it with. After I took it off and put it on the plate, let it dry, it smelled like graham cracker pie crust. It's really, really good. It's not what I topped it with, though. Yeah, still a dry burley smoke. I don't know that we'll ever get away from that unless we like really Cavendish it and turn it dark and moist. Didn't affect the nicotine content. I could still feel that tingle on my tongue. I'd say it did improve it from my perspective. The topping is in the room note, or it's in that secondhand smoke at least. But yeah, from my perspective, it did improve it. From a Burley lover's perspective, you might hate it. You know what what I should have done, but I didn't have the capability. After I took it off and I let it cool, I should have put it in something and compressed it slightly. Like if I still had my food saver, could have put it in a bag and vacuum sealed it and compressed it as I was vacuum sealing it. Let it sit for a couple days. I mean, we could always do it again. I am not opposed to ruining things by experimentation. That's fun. You know, that's how you discover things and create new things or things that are new to you. That's how you learn. And like I told Juice, I figure the worst thing that happens is I completely ruin it and I throw it away, which is not a loss because I was not going to smoke it on its own anyways. So best thing or best case scenario is I end up with a really delicious tasting fucking tobacco blend jar, whatever. And I have something that I might be able to replicate. Yeah, the topping is absolutely present. It's very light, but it is present. So I know I did something right. I may not have just, I may just have not done it right for long enough. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Now, would I smoke this on its own outside of this first one? No. Would I consider adding it to a blend? Yeah. Yeah, I think it could add a little bit of mystery to it. Maybe a little bit of body. Um, Certainly enhance or increase the smoke production if you're a visually stimulated kind of person. Which I am. When I vape, I like to blow out fat fucking clouds. It lets me know that I am smoking. Tricks my brain. Yeah, further experimentation is required. Unfortunately, not tomorrow because I got to go in the office. And I was dreading it because this morning I woke up and I don't know, whatever that long muscle is that runs parallel to your spine, the one on my left side was just seized up, just locked up mid back. And then throughout the day, my left lower back sciatica started bothering me, or nerve or whatever it is started bothering me. So I was dreading having it's calmed down now, and I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I think it was I just slept wrong, or maybe I overdid it this weekend. We bought a big pot fountain from Green Acres, and fucking thing is massive. And I think it weighs like, I don't know, probably 80, 90 pounds. And we bought it. It's really beautiful. And I set it up on the porch, and the fucking thing leaked. So I had to just dump it out, carry it back to the garage, or pick it up, put it on the dolly, get back to the garage, manhandle it in the garage, seal up the cord spout with some silicone, and then I sprayed it with some wood sealer, water repellent, inside and outside. Let that dry overnight. Set it back up on Sunday. Did a water test, and it was getting like little, just the tiniest little drips coming straight through the pot on the bottom. And you could tell that it was, the thing started out as regular pot, and they filled the center hole and they drilled the other hole for the cord, and they filled it with, some sort of resin and sand. So I had to drain it again, let it dry, reseal the inside, and then flip it over, and then reseal the bottom with silicone, let all that cure, and then do another water test and set it back up. So just moving that big ass thing around didn't do myself any favors. Obviously, I wasn't lifting properly. So feeling better now. I'm dehydrated too, so that's unfortunate. So take a couple ibuprofen about an hour before I go to bed. Make sure I drink more water than I've had today. Get a good night's rest, and hopefully we ride as rain in the morning. Yeah, it's got kind of like a little toasty note to it. Not like bread or toast, but like it's been toasted, which technically it has in the oven. I was thinking about putting it in the air fryer, but then I didn't want it to blow all around. Tonight's accompaniment is a healthy serving of dihydrogen monoxide. What else? Got a 4-day weekend coming up. It's nice. I'm looking forward to it. Feel bad for taking the 1 day off, but I could sure use a break. Gonna plan a couple camping trips, take the trailer out, maybe do some fishing, do a whole lot of relaxing. Yeah, I took it out last year by myself. When I was it May? Yeah, it was in May, and I just went up to Comanche for a couple days, and that was really cool. Just myself and Teddy, and yeah, man, I just fished a little bit. Didn't catch. I caught a couple small bluegill. Just kind of hung out, ate, listened to a podcast or two, took a couple naps. That was nice, you know. Just opened the windows and laid on the bed and got a good bob going. And yeah, really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed that. Oops, sorry. Also enjoy the fact that it's like an hour away from my house, so probably go back there. Might go up to Folsom, check that one out. There's a couple other places that I found on RV Life, the website, that look pretty cool. I got the Armada now versus the Xterra, so pretty much tow the fucking trailer anywhere. So yeah, yep. I checked in with the team and asked everybody. I was like, "Hey, who's taking time off?" And I want to take some time off to go camping. So let's coordinate. And guys are taking a day or two here and there, but overall, not much. Yeah. That's pretty much a little bit of cinnamon essence right there. And there's no cinnamon added to this. Weird. Yeah. That's pretty much it, man. Been busy with end of the fiscal year stuff, starting to prep for it, doing drills, trying to plan infrastructure improvements for the future, next fiscal year, and so on and so forth. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think 25 minutes is a good time. All the other ones are like 35, 45 minutes. But yeah, Cornell and Deals, Dark Burley, Cavendished, cased, topped, whatever the correct terminology is, for somewhere between 20 and 30 minutes today. And yeah, it definitely improved the tobacco. Did it make it perfect and delicious? No, but it definitely improved it, and I'm going to try it again for longer, and then I'll leave it a little moist when I put it into some type of container and let it sit for a day or two. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out and for the chat. And appreciate you guys. Apologize, I've been away for, well, I haven't been as active or whatever for the last couple of days. Had a busy weekend, got another busy weekend coming up, but I'm trying still post some videos regularly because I enjoy it, and at least 18 of you also enjoy it. So yeah. All right, that's it. Have a good night. Talk to you guys later. Bye.